Just gotta get it set up. Cool. Okay. What do you think of this matchup?
I guess. Wait, I can't see the warrior hand yet.
You just have to
Give me a moment.
spectate him. No rush. Seeing some pretty quick mulligans from the shaman.
I think this matchup is definitely shaman because the warrior is playing like your regular basic card warrior, which I talked about earlier.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with this. There's definitely value in all those cards. So you say basic card, I say budget.
Budget, yeah, totally budget, free to play. Yeah, understand that. For those who just joined us, this is game 1 between WTFcannons and Quarrel, and the game just started. It's shaman against warrior, and I guess you're just gonna totem up here.
Yeah, I can see this. Obviously, the Frostwolf grunts a good answer to that. We are seeing heroic strike coming in hand. So again, we could see another aggro warrior, which has been doing work against some of the lower classes people have been bringing. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. How do you? Okay, this is a big one because when I play against shaman, I value the totems. I am absolutely terrified of the totems.
Definitely, you need to value the totem.
But I mean, in this position, like just a healing totem on board, is that going to be an issue for you? Like, would you have just cleared or gone face?
I would totally kill it because so the next time you get another totem, you might get another healing totem as well. You want to reduce the chance of the shaman getting like a spell totem
Yeah.
or your taunt totem. Oh, aggression coming out. Use the heroic strike instead.
Yeah. It looks like he's obviously valuing the fact that he has a lot of options for his turn 4 play. So definitely see that working out.
I guess it's pretty sad for WTFcannon because his hand also sucks a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slow hand.
Forced to crackle your Frostwolf Grunt. I think that's a little bit over, but you have no play.
There we go. We're just pulling out the opponent's hand.
Because of the crackle, he can't do the Edger Drag next turn. Use the my Dragoning mechanic coming up from Quarrel.
Yeah, I mean, it can be. It's like we're always talking about how warrior often has trouble dealing with multiple minions, and I guess that is kind of the benefit to shaman, just being able to always constantly be able to bring out the very what would you call spam maybe, but always being able to pretty much have board no matter what. And if the warrior's not drawing any answers and he doesn't have card draw and he runs out of removal, it can put him in a bad position, even if he is somewhere in the midst of 40 to 50 health, as we often see warriors. So I'm looking forward to this. It does look like it's going to be a quicker game just because the nature of the classes.
Yep, totally. Let's see. Ooh, that's Fire Alley. Unfortunately, can't use it because of the overload.
Yeah.
And what do you do here? Do you just put your Flame Tongue, or would you rather crackle it? Also, he plays.
I think Crackle. Rolling for Crackle is usually good. I maybe would have.
Oh, that sucked. That really sucked.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose a wolf for that, which isn't the greatest thing you want to see. Just getting that correct. There we go, guys. So yeah, we can see pretty easily the opponent's turn. So yeah, we are seeing again kind of maybe the theme of this deck is some sort of buffing deck. We might see something like a Rampage come out, but this is a good chance for the Shaman to pick up some crazy value with the Fire Elemental and the Lightning Storm, particularly in a matchup where you wouldn't see the Lightning Storm do work otherwise. So interesting
Execute
stuff.
on your wolf. That's too much.
Why? I mean, particularly in Warrior, when you're looking at things like Deathbite and Whirlwind, like a Gurubashi can get scary. I'm sometimes scared of Gurubashis in Priest, let alone Warrior. So we'll see how it plays out. Again, talking about how spell damage can be just such a scary thing for a Shaman to have any of. We do see the Azure Drake come out. If he wasn't overloaded here, we might have seen a totem, but obviously holding on the Lightning Bolt, because you never really want to just give the Gurubashi a good way to 2 for 1.
Yep, totally. Murloc Raider!
Hey, you know,
The Murloc.
The Murlocs are real. So.
Yeah, oh, this is actually a bad play from Quarrel. He should have killed the Flame Tongue instead.
I definitely agree with that. It's often the case
now
that, you know,
the Gurubashi just died.
well, I mean, obviously the Warrior doesn't know that, but yeah, the Lightning Storm is going to do pretty mad work. Although there isn't a good way for him to kill the...
I guess you could actually just save it up for one more turn. Oh, he's just gonna use it anyway.
Yeah, I mean you don't want to see a rampage or something coming out on the Gurubashi. Whoa. Bit of
He did
graphic
some
error.
misplay here. He should put that down first. He should put the what do you call it again?
It's the elemental. Sorry, 2 seconds. It's unbound elemental.
It's the unbound element.
Yeah.
He should play it first before the lightning storm.
Yeah, I
He
definitely
just missed
agree with
up
that.
like a 1-1.
Oh, it's fine. It's you know, it's hard to play under pressure. It's like here we are sitting in the comfort of our homes, just talking about it, and but the players are the ones, you know, with their reputation on the line, so to speak. So hindsight is 2020.
Warrior is flooding the board with tons of token. Murloc in your board.
I mean, I guess that's the correct play. Having
Oh,
seen
another lightning storm get picked up. This is really bad for Quarrel. If he gets a 3 damage on the Razorfen Hunter, I guess you might as well just go ahead and concede.
Possibly, yeah. I never really want to give up.
This is the problem of.
Oh wow. Sorry,
This is the problem of Warrior.
Yeah.
He needs card draw so desperately.
Well, we could still see some card draw coming out of the Warrior. I like Warsong. I'm a big fan of Warsong.
What you want?
Yep, he could immediately kill off the totem. I guess it's best you kill off the Flame Tongue.
Yeah. Oh, I probably would have killed off the Flame Tongue here. But again, he has
Oh, he go face instead. That's pretty greedy.
Well, I guess you feel like
Pretty greedy.
you feel like in the top deck scenario, you might be able to pull out something. Like if he pulls out a Gorehowl here, this could definitely swing it the way back in the midst of the Warrior. But most likely we're going to see the Doomhammer come out at some stage and pretty much be able to deal with everything that the Shaman's capable of putting out. We'll see how it plays out. He may be saving that for some sort of strange combo.
What do you think about the positioning of your Fire Alley? Because I think you should place it on the left side of the Flame Tongue instead.
Yeah, I think maybe initially when he played the Unbound, maybe the reason he missed out on that extra 1 health and 1 damage was he's just a bit hasty. So it's same sort of deal. He should have probably placed that on the left side of the Flame Tongue. Would you see?
Yep.
Is that lethal? Is it?
No, there's not. Because he
Doom-
doesn't have the
Doomhammer-
silence.
Doomhammer plus Rockbiter is
10 damage.
10, and then Defender of Argus would have killed the Taunt on the 2 totems, and then you'd have 12.
Nope,
So he'd have
it's
22. So he's okay. Sorry guys at home. He was 6 short. But the Alec here is definitely.
I like who gets picks up here. He might have lethal next turn. No, I guess it's the next turn after the next turn. Yep.
That's close. It's definitely getting close. The Warrior.
If he gets bloodlust here, he just win the game, I guess.
Yeah, probably would have wanted to see a brawl come out for the Warrior, but I'd say with nowhere to answer the board and an Alec here and Rockbiter plus in hand, that is going to be game 1. Go to Cannons with the Shaman over the Warrior. So well played by Quarrel, but it seems like he wasn't able to establish the board early enough, and he's been punished for it pretty heavily. So yeah, it looks like the Alec here is going to come out and close this one out. Hopefully we're not going to see any BM. I'm not a fan of BM, particularly if you're being streamed. You know, this tournament it's a fun thing. It's very serious in a lot of ways, but that's just not the place for BM.
Unless he draw a brawl right now, he might win. That's Lord of the Arena. It's too bad for Quarrel. It's game. WTFcannons taking game 1 with his such.
The gates are open.
Yeah, it's a different deck, but we'll see. Maybe we'll see a similar kind of mid-range Paladin and Warrior come out.
Picks up, and I guess he's not doing the BM.
No, as I was saying, like it's just not good form to BM in a tournament like this.
Alright, game 1 goes to WTFcannons, so we'll be looking forward into a game 2. We'll come up pretty shortly after this. And
Wow, we're taking a brief
what do you
break.
think about Quarrel decks, Trophic? Because I guess it's pretty bad to run like a full basic card on the tournament, especially your opponent just bought tons of packs and then have a better proper deck.
Well, I mean, again, it's like I was saying, you know, free-to-play players sometimes don't have access to all the legendaries, so you know, you can't focus on the decks, just mainly focus on the plays coming out of Quarrel. You know, you talk about basic decks, but I think it was you talk about look at Trump, how he took his free-to-play decks to a pretty high level, if not legendary. He took it to legendary like 3 or 4 times, and then took it about a Maz. And Maz got beaten a couple times on stream by just the basic mage deck, card for card.
Yeah.
You know, it happens all the time. You know, a lot of Hearthstones just comes down to players making the right plays. It's 2 seconds, guys. Having a bit of a graphical glitch. Here we go. Quarrel. So it looks like the players are preparing to go into a game.
Game 2.
Game 2. So we did see game 1 go to Cannons. So that does mean he has to stay on his Shaman. So coming up against that, as Quarrel, who would you take into this? Paladin or Mage?
I guess I'll go with Paladin, because against the Shaman, you want the game to go as slow as you can. Rushing Shaman down is a really bad idea, because they could come back anytime.
Yeah.
So, Quarrel actually goes with a Mage instead.
I'm just gonna have to wait till see the mulligans in this one.
Right, so it's another basic Mage deck.
Yeah. Again, this isn't a bad. The basic Mage deck is range card draw thing anyway. Like I've seen this do pretty well. Obviously, you know, these sort of decks you run into as you're laddering up, and you know you can lose to them. So I'm definitely gonna discount the Mage player. Sometimes, particularly with decks like this, people have pulled some rather weird legendaries off Arena, so we may just see, I don't know, a Sneeze or something to close out the game, but we'll see.
Again, WTFcannon having such a bad start. The best he could do is unbound on turn 3, but that's pretty slow.
Well, I mean,
attacking into the healing totem, that's weird. He's just gonna heal up next turn.
Yeah, bit of a strange play. Might have got a bit confused about how that totem works, but it's not an issue. I probably would have gone face though, just for the extra 1 damage.
WTFcannon choose to go Wolf instead of the Unbound, because if you place the Unbound, it just die to the board.
Yeah.
Raid Leader came down, gets a fair trade on 1 Wolf, but the Novus is unable to kill the 2nd Wolf. Even if he does it, the healing totem is just gonna heal the Wolf up.
So I mean, it depends. I maybe there might have been a case to attack in with the Novus Warrior, just because you know the heal's coming out, and you don't want him able to 2 for 1 with the Wolf after all the healing goes off. So.
Yep, definitely.
But instead, we're gonna see Cannons choose to Lightning Bolt here. Bit of an interesting play, but I guess he's trying to make sure that he's not overloaded for turn 6, because I think he may have realized that would have been the correct play last game. But we'll see how it plays out. So again, we are in a game 2, guys. We're seeing in game 1 we saw Cannons take down Quarrel's Warrior with this Shaman. Shaman's pretty standard, almost Nax. We saw a couple of Nax cards.
Your typical Trump Arcane Missile.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, go face.
It would have been nice to see that do a bit of damage to the Wolf here, but instead choosing to trade the Wolf Rider into the Wolf. So interesting plays.
Just go Unbound on this one. Just pass the turn. This is the problem Shaman have, overload. It's really headache sometimes. You need to plan all your turns so properly that you could spend all the mana efficiently. And overload is just so bad actually. That's the reason why I don't like Shaman.
No, it's definitely can draw into some stranger plays. I mean, a big part of playing Shaman is managing your overload correctly.
Yep.
So you know, it's
dropping the Crockless is actually a pretty good opening for your Fire Alley, just killing it for free, and you have the board control. The situation is pretty bad for Quarrel right now, because if he wants to get the board control back, he needs to have Flame Strike in this one, and obviously Arcane Explosion isn't gonna help much.
Yeah. I mean, probably we're gonna see a Fireball come out on the Fire Elemental here, just so he's avoiding taking 6 damage. You might be looking to have a couple of stronger turns with the Ogre into possibly. I imagine we might see a Stormwind champion here. I mean, you can bag basic decks if you want, but Stormwind champion is a pretty good card. Like obviously overlooked for other 7 drops at the moment, but it's surely been played in some pro decks. I can't think of any, but again, I haven't been following the pro meta for more than 6 months, so we'll see how it goes.
What the fuck? what the fuck Cannons is playing around Flame Strike. He chooses not to drop the second Unbound, but for Quarrel it's pretty bad because he doesn't have the Flame Strike just yet. And if he doesn't do that, and if what the fuck Cannons run Bloodlust, Quarrel is just gonna lose, pretty much.
Yeah, it is going to kind of cross that threshold, particularly with the Hornet Creeper being so sticky and creating another 2 minions for the Bloodlust. I can't see him really committing much to board until he does see the Flame Strike at this point. We don't even know actually whether Cannons does play the Bloodlust.
Again, it's a very bad crackle, just like the last game.
Yeah,
Doesn't kill off the Senjin.
that's didn't obviously not going the greatest way. Would you say ever the value of this hero, this healing totem? As it's healed pretty much every turn at this point, and it's been out since turn 2. Is that the same totem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, but it's going. The healing totem is actually very bad when you have a matchup against a priest and you just drop a North Shore on the board.
Yeah.
You just heal it and your opponent gets to draw a card. So we get to see that Hex on your Unbound and an Arcane Explosion to take away most of the minion. He chooses to kill the healing totem instead because he knows if he kills either the Taunt Totem or even the Annoyotron, the healing totem is just gonna heal the rest of the minions.
Yeah, it's definitely bit of a heads up play there. Just you're okay with taking 1 damage, but probably at this stage when we're looking for another Arcane Explosion or looking to ping down minions, that healing totem has kind of been the bane of the mage. Probably at this point we're going to see the Boulder Fist come out.
Fatty come down.
Yeah.
I guess he should do that. He needs board presence.
You know what they say about ogres? They've got layers. They're like onion. They're like an onion arcane. Ogres are like onions.
Yeah, sometimes maybe he can deal with this one. Fire Alley and sending the dragon to the ogre. That's a pretty good turn for WTFcannons so far. He still have the board control.
We are probably going to see him play the Rock by Weapon Doomhammer combo in the next couple of turns. I maybe would have liked Lotheb, although I guess he wouldn't be able to clear the Boulder Fist effectively. However, he does draw it into that Arcane Explosion we were talking about. I bet he kind of wishes that.
You want to do that, like if you.
I'd imagine he's going to look to clear the. He's going to look to clear the Horned Creeper and get those 1/1s, just to make it a little bit more vulnerable. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep, totally do that. So WTFcannon is like counting for lethal. He actually have 10 damage on hand. Your Doomhammer Rockfire, that's 10 damage, and then Quarrel just playing your Oasis Snapjaw instead.
I think so. It was interesting. I don't know whether you were following competitive, but when Reynard started playing the Snapjaw in the Hunter deck, so the idea being that you'd get the Houndmaster coming down onto it and get this like massive taunt, potentially turn 5, and just for classes that weren't used to dealing with that out of Hunter, it's pretty effective. And it was strange because I remember the casters like looking through these deck lists and being like, "What? Why is this card? Why is Oasis Snapjaw in a competitive deck?" But so here you are ragging on the a bit more of a basic deck coming out of Quarrel, but we've seen stranger cards played in at a higher level of play. I debate. So
that's really bad for Quarrel. The 9 mana polymorph on your Lotheb.
Yeah, it's I mean that's the effective Lotheb, I think, just forcing you into those awkward removals. Personally, I don't know whether you've been messing around with Trogzor, but I feel like he does a similar thing where there's not really a best line of play. There's just one that makes you cringe the least.
Oh, so that's game for WTFcannons again, taking game number 2.
Yeah.
You have enough damage to burst off your image on a 12 health.
That is going to be GG. The mage incapable of drawing into a decent answer. Might have been able to see a Healbot or another card like that come out. But...
Alright, he's finally doing the BM here.
Well, I mean, he's not showing anything that his opponent hasn't seen before, so...
So well played by WTFcannons and Quarrel on the game 2. WTFcannons is actually gonna take game 2. Like, again, so that leaves him one more game to take down the series, and Quarrel is going to have a little bit of trouble because he needs to win 3 games in a row. Otherwise, he's just out from this tournament.
Well, I mean, who knows? Like, he might have picked up he might have a very strong Paladin deck. I definitely see Paladin as a class to deal with the Warlock, and you know, even the Paladin matchup can go the way of Quarrel, and Paladin Shaman's not unbearably bad. Just gonna wait for the players to go in a game here. Obviously having this awesome graphical glitch. Cool. I'll be spectating WTFcannons.
We're into the game. So for those who just joined us, this is game 3 between WTFcannons and Quarrel. It's a Shaman against Paladin matchup.
Alright. So we do see the Crackle, Defender Vargas, Rockbiter choosing to keep most of those. I guess they are. There are a couple of decent cards against the Paladin. Once again, we are seeing a bit more neutral deck coming out for the Paladin. But again, same sort of deal as the Mage. The neutral Paladin deck is, I would call it maybe the second best neutral deck after the Mage.
Again, with WTFcannon having such a bad start because it can't play anything.
Yeah, it is. It does seem like a
turn. Oh, he does have the Annoyotron to play out.
It does seem like this deck doesn't run a lot of 2-drops.
Yep.
Sorry, just having a bit of issues with Arcane's mic. I'll try and get on top of that, guys. But yeah, so we are going to see probably most likely come out for the Paladin. Probably just going to see a dude. He could coin Divine Shield if he really feels like it, but I imagine he's going to save that card.
Using the pick instead.
Yeah. Attempting to Divine Shield face. That would make the card pretty strong if it did work like that. But,
Alright.
That would actually no seriously. Paladin being out of Divine Shield face. Wow, we would see that card a lot more. Or even a 2-drop that gives something like Divine. Like imagine Hand of Protection, coin, and then True Silver, and being able to trade with anything, heal for 2, and lose no damage. That's like a 5 mana Gladiator's Longbow. That's insane. Yeah. That is actually insane.
And WTFcannon get the healing totem. That's actually huge for him because his minions are being healed up, and the Paladin unfortunately doesn't have the consecration, which can't deal with the board.
So I'm just gonna have to rejoin the spectator mode. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, keep talking. Just for everyone at home, we're just having a bit of an issue with spectator, but we'll be back in a sec. So we see that
on your flame tongue totem.
I definitely feel like, particularly in this matchup, the Flame Thumb Totem can get some mad value. Particularly coming against what's looking like a lot of lower curve minions in the Paladin's hand. A bit of an issue with the top hand. Hopefully that's gonna correct itself. Yeah. Okay, so we do see the Gold Shear Footman. Maybe he hasn't got many of the GVG cards. He's looking to run that one, but we'll see how this plays out. Again, the Lord of Arena is actually a pretty good answer to a lot of this board. The Shaman didn't have all the clear in his hand.
But still, he can kill it off with the Crackle or your Rockfire.
Although we have seen some pretty terrible...
Are we gonna see another 4 damage Crackle?
I believe.
Oh no.
No, it's dead.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Finally, again, if the Crackle didn't kill the Lord of the Arena, I think WTFcannon is just going to disenchant that card.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Totally. This is a very bad position for Quarrel because he still doesn't have the consecration. That's really, really bad for him.
Yes, that would be a card he's where even an equality Pyromancer combo would probably be worth dropping it on the board like that. Although we haven't seen the Bloodlust come out of Cannon Shaman.
So I guess it doesn't run it. So you drop down a Goshar Footman.
Yeah, and
it's the D1 shield just like your Annoyotron.
the ghetto Annoyotron coming out. Probably gonna look to would have looked to play the Nomish Spinner and then at the start of turn just to try and see how that affects your line of play. Having a bit of mic issue there, but we'll get straight onto it. So yeah, again, the Earthshock being a very good answer for the Gold Shear Footman. Is that 3-5? No, it's a little while off lethal.
You might have lethal next turn. Yeah, I guess he will win next turn, definitely. If one of the minions survive, He
Well-
actually didn't even need any minion. Just,
Yeah.
If Quarrel didn't play any counter, he just win.
We could see maybe.
We could draw a card first.
Yeah, I'd probably say I'd definitely go for the drawer just to try and get into something like 3 mana heal, 3 mana taunts, maybe even Neutron, but that still wouldn't save you. I don't know. I don't think. Is there anything at this point? Maybe
I
a
don't
couple of
think you can
humilities.
win.
Humility would be good. A Cold Light Oracle.
Either way, he needs a taunt and clear the board.
They'll never
Oh,
Oh,
so
this
he
target
doesn't
dummy.
have to go for
Target
the
dummy was the answer. There you go. Target dummy.
Yeah,
was the play.
definitely target dummy.
Because that way he
But
could have drawn into a Cold Light Oracle and then got a target dummy. Oh no, he still would have come up short for that one. Oh yeah, we're gonna see game 3 go to Cannons. This time taking out Quarrel's Paladin with his Shaman, and that is gonna bring this series to a close.